welcome back to Old School Studios. Another wonderful day. Snowing again. 32 degrees. Good old Cleveland, Ohio. Let's see here. Lockbox. 1, 1, 2, 2. Alright, the alarm is off. Yeah, of course it's not responding. Alright folks, so another wonderful day at the office. And so I'm all trimmed out over here. And we're gonna get busy with a couple things here. I'll be right back at you. Alright, so what I want to do is I was gonna caulk that, but dude already painted it. It had some irregularities in the way the trim molding was sitting. Well, let's see if we can get into here. Alright, so I want to get some paint on that and make that go away. And that'll be the first thing I do. So then I don't have to really go back in there. So let me find that paint, find a brush, be right back at you. Alright, so in this house, it's my job to fix everything that's broken. And this piece of Formica, so what I use is contact cement, and you put contact cement on both sides. Paint it on there. You could always clean off any residual with lacquer thinner. And you want to paint both sides, so I'm getting this wood first. I think I have a big can of this in my truck somewhere. I just happened to see this in my tool, in my screw bin. Screw bucket, nail and screw, and a fastener bucket. And paint it on here. Every inch, every nook and cranny, get it in there. Like I said, you could wipe off any residual with lacquer thinner. Oop, I'm dripping on the floor. Whoopsie. So get the lacquer thinner. These end caps come shipped with, or you could buy them at Lowe's, and they have glue on it already dried, and you're supposed to iron them on and then router them out, but the glue that they supply on them from the factory is never enough. That just scared the shit out of me. The door just opened by itself. Whew. What the hell? Alright, so now Like this on the other side. And when you let these both dry and you stick them and it's like it's on there. My buddy has a cabinet shop and he buys this by the 5-gallon bucket. It's the same glue, but it's red. And he would have me build his Formica tops for him because he couldn't stand the smell of this. And I'm not fond of the smell. It's kind of like breathing spray paint. But I tell you what, man, if it keeps me busy every day, I would do it every day. You gotta work every day. Every day, day after day. Don't stop working. When you stop working, you get lazy, you get fat. The longer you don't work, the more unambitious you are. You need to have the drive for money. Oh, are you kidding me? Everyone makes shit, you know. They couldn't keep that. I mean, it's a glue bottle, and the self-contained brush came unglued. Kidding me? All right.
I would call that admitting that they were wrong. They just, like so often is the case with government, they wait until a better time because they don't want to get caught being wrong. Why isn't anybody talking about that? You've got stuff going on in Arizona and Wisconsin as well. And this is probably going to end up being, as it always has been, the only place where you can get the truth. And that's really a shame because now more than ever with what's happening in the country, with the man living in the basement and 12-foot barbed wire fences and never talking by himself for 6 weeks, China's got to be laughing their tail off. Now more than ever, we need platforms and outlets and people communicating. Why do you think they're keeping your mask on you? Why do you think they want to keep you away from each other? Because if we start sharing the truth, the left is going down.
Alright, so I'm going to let those dry. And I'm going to go find the lacquer thinner and clean up my residual schlop that I just made. And we'll take it from there. I have my secret bottle of lacquer thinner. Because if I let dude know that I have lacquer thinner, he will... I think he drinks it, to be honest with you. I am always out of lacquer thinner. I buy gallons of it. Alright, I'm going to clean up these little drips I made on the floor. Alright, so I'm all cleaned up. I'm going to give this about 10-15 minutes to dry, and then when I stick it, it'll be on there final. Alright, so I started cutting in the living room. I started in that corner, working my way around. We need new shades. Those broke when I tried to take them down. Actually, I put them already back up and they're broken. Need new shades. I'm working my way around the room. I'm also going to put the catches on these doors, and then for the most part the doors are done. I don't know if he wants a coat of paint on those or not, but I'm not doing it right today. I got other stuff on my agenda. Alright, so I put the throws on, the catch, nice. That one actually works better. My color's a little bit off. I don't know what to do about that. It's supposedly the same color. I need a piece of shoe molding across the bottom. Alright, I'm going to continue painting in here and the middle bedroom upstairs. Working my way back to you, babe. Alright, so I'm all cut in all the way around the top, around the two windows, and about halfway down. The baseboards all need painted before we even try to cut into that. So, what I'm going to do is stick this.
Schedule a free estimate today at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C, CertaPro.com. If you owe the IRS or if you have years of unfiled
Be careful, you want to keep that.
from the IRS is real. They've never been more aggressive in collecting their money than now. They can cause you major embarrassment with your employer by garnishing your wages, freeze all your money in your bank accounts. So trust me, your fear with the IRS is real. But there's good news. You can avoid all the risk.
There you got it.
America's leading tax resolution firm.
Stuck permanently.
They can protect you within 24 hours. And I really mean
Or until the next idiot rips it off. See that residual glue right there? That's where the lacquer thinner. Get your little rag. Little dash of lacquer thinner.
7889. Call 1-800-730-7889. 1-800-730-7889.
It's like a booger.
Restrictions apply. Visit idealtaxsolution.com to see if you qualify.
This is Bill Wills. Shaq was wrestling last night. Didn't end up too well for him. Maybe the general came out to help. Check out the video. Wilson Center Facebook, wilsoncenter.com. Hey, back in the morning, news, sports, traffic, and weather together on the Thames. Fox updates. Chris Wallace will join us on the news of the week, plus CSU coach Dennis Gates, 8:45 in the
Alright.
WTAM 1100.
Now, from the 2020 Battleground State of Pennsylvania.
That's good enough for government work. No? Okay. So what I'm going to do is, apparently there's a gallon of paint up here. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of paint up here. This room gets a different color than the other two bedrooms in the living room. So I'll bring my drill up here, I'll get that hardware off, I'll cut this all in, and yeah, moving right along, forward progress. Alright, so this whole room has been cut in at the ceiling level, around the doors, the windows, the outlets. Dude's taking care of the white trim molding at the bottom. So I'm going to get my little fan and get some air moving in this room and get this dry, because this needs a second coat. On the areas that are already drying up, you can see that it's, you see the white through it, so it's definitely a two-coater. So I'm gonna go get the little fan, get that moving in here, get this window open, even though it's 32 degrees outside, and take it from there. Alright, so while I was waiting for paint to dry, I came in the bathroom and this was all chipped up. So I scraped it all and hit it with a coat of mud. You could see that it's a different shade, that's all. There was chip, 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 and there was a crack in the ceiling. I already actually had put a first coat, so I hit a second coat on that whole crack. And Dude did it again to the bathtub, man. He's cleaning it this time. I am not cleaning his shit up. He didn't show up today. Well, he don't drive, and he gets a ride, but he works sporadically when he needs like a few dollars to buy some ramen noodles and tortilla chips. Alright, so I'm going around my second time around. I'm up to here. We'll work our way around the room again, and then we'll go find a roller and hit this with a coat of paint. So I went around for the second time around everything, and I am going to start rolling out walls. I'll start right here, left to right, top to bottom. If you ever hear me talk about the ugly mustard color, this is the one I'm talking about. I like the other color, but he was doing this in kitchens too, and it was awful. Uses all flat paint. You can't wipe it off. Begging him, I'm like, please. At least use eggshell. Nope. Please, eggshell. Nope. Flat paint, all flat paint. Except kitchens and bathrooms now. We're doing that light gray color, and it is an eggshell. And that's only because a lot of the bathrooms in these older homes don't have exhaust fans, and something with a little sheen on it seems to repel water better. And That's the only reason. I'm pretty sure. And I talked him into it. I'm like, dude, come on, man, you're killing me. Anything with gold in the code. So when you mix paints, there's a code. And anything with gold in the code is gonna flash. And what that means is you're gonna be able to see the difference between your rolling texture and your brush-in texture, and you can mix up buckets of paint and they'll be different. For some reason, anything with gold in the code, and this is a prime candidate of gold in the code, you can't touch up. You can see your touch-ups, like if someone's scarred or chipped a wall or a corner or whatever, there ain't no touch-up. You see it. A perfect example is downstairs where I did the touch-up around that door. Man, it wasn't even 6 weeks ago. And it don't match. It's like one shade off. There's not a whole lot I could do about it. I'm not painting that whole wall right now. I got so many other jobs waiting right now. We have Red 2, that'll be coming up, the Red 2 house. We have 2 houses on the same street, 1 and 2. One is being occupied. One, the lady moved out. She was in the house renting when we bought the house. It never got remodeled. We fixed a few things. Oh, that's where I took you in where they rolled the blunts. I took you for a tour of that. I can't remember which video it was, but I got that whole house to do. There's a couple, my business partner's son has been over there with his buddy, sanding and painting some trim molding. But it needs a whole new kitchen. Well, I'm pretty sure a whole new bathroom. The basement is a train wreck. So, we have a nice coat on all the walls. I am going to let that dry. I'm going to put the fan on in here and come back and roll it with the second coat. And I'm going to let the dude take care of the bottom because I normally do all my trim molding first and then I tape it off, and he doesn't. And so, hey, it's on him. It's the same dude that makes the bathtubs dirty. Alright, be back. Alright, so I'm gearing up for my second coat. This looks to be tight enough where I could start rolling it without being a problem. And let's get started with that now. this wall seems to be drier than that other one. Alright folks, so I got that room rolled out, the whole living room is cut in. Looks good to me. Thank you for watching Old School Studios. Please hit like and subscribe. Have a good day!